Imagine knights clad in gleaming armor, charging at each other with wooden lances in the heart of Australia. This is not a scene from a movie, but reality at the nation's jousting championship. What began as a medieval spectacle has evolved into a fiercely competitive sport with rich stories beneath the surface. Back in 2018, Renee Marisma attended a medieval show at Kryal Castle, a theme park built like an ancient fortress just outside Ballarat in central Victoria. That visit turned life-changing when a simple encounter at a jousting demonstration led not only to a job offer, but an unexpected romance. "I literally found my knight in shining armor," Renee fondly recalls, referring to Cliff, her now husband. Yet Cliff playfully shrugs the romantic notion away, teasing, "I think she figured it was cheaper to fall in love with me than to keep paying me for lessons." Fast forward 5 years, Renee claimed the title of Australia's jousting champion, galloping proudly on her quarter horse Goldie, affectionately nicknamed by children as the horse Barbie would ride. But 2 days before the 2025 championship, tragedy struck. Goldie was unable to compete. Mounted on a borrowed horse named Paco, Renee witnessed her mentor and employer Philip Leach retake the crown at the very grounds where her journey began. This sport, though full of pageantry, is quite unlike the cinematic jousts often portrayed in films. Real jousting lasts mere seconds, only about 4 from start to finish, where riders sprint towards each other at full speed, aiming to shatter their wooden lances against an opponent's shield. When the lance breaks, points are awarded, 3 for a total shatter, 2 for a clean break, and 1 for solid contact. "It's not as dangerous as it appears," explains Leach, who has spent 16 years honing his craft. He has witnessed the discipline mature, moving from rough showmanship to a sport defined by refined skills and precise technique. But it's not just physical, it's a mental test as well. Jay Dominic, a newer competitor, describes the intense anxiety just as the lance settles in her hand, with vision blurring before the thunderous charge. Yet for some, jousting offers a rare moment of calm amidst the chaos. Cliff shares, "It's the serenity I feel once I'm harnessed in, mounted on my horse, and looking down the tilt at another magnificent knight ready to engage. That perfect pass, brief but breathtaking, is pure magic. A knight is only as strong as their horse." According to Renee, the perfect jousting horse must be brave enough to charge towards another rider amidst all the clanging armor and shouting crowds, but just a bit oblivious to the danger. Losing Goldie meant losing her most vital partner, because without the horse, there truly is no jousting. Leach's winning success was fueled by Valiant, his 19-year-old Frisian stallion, a bond forged over 2 decades. "Don't change what's working," he advises. "Stick to what you know." The championship is also witnessing a demographic revolution. When Renee began 6 years ago, women made up only a small fraction of jousters in Australia. Today the field is perfectly balanced, 6 men and 6 women, which Renee proudly points out as a personal mission. She now mentors newcomers like 21-year-old Sienna Poynton, who made her tournament debut after little more than a year of training. The sport, however, doesn't offer allowances for age, size, or gender. Sienna often practices alongside riders with decades more experience. The event's fairness is overseen by Mika Leach, Philip's daughter, who acts as marshal and judge. Her role is to assess competitors based on horsemanship, lance control, and accuracy. People come to jousting through diverse paths. For Sienna, it was fantasy that lit the spark, inspired by lifelong fandom of The Lord of the Rings and films like A Knight's Tale. The chance to suit up in armor and charge at another on horseback with a big stick just sounded like so much fun, she enthuses. Renee's route was different. She approached jousting as an experienced equestrian, eager to add medieval combat to her skill set. Leach entered the field from yet another angle, bringing with him expertise in martial arts and weaponry. "I found jousting a way to enjoy combat without risking jail for trying to kill someone," he jokes. Despite their varying backgrounds, fantasy enthusiasts, seasoned horse riders, and martial artists, all competitors converge for the same adrenaline-pumping showdown. sometimes reaching combined speeds of 60 kilometers per hour. Armor is another point of contrast, spanning centuries and budgets. Sienna's armor was a modest birthday gift collection, under $1,000, pieced together from ready-made components. In comparison, René's authentic 15th-century German Gothic armor came with a hefty price tag, around $40,000, comparable to buying a luxury car. Cliff's investment exceeds $80,000, not including Hearstack, such as saddles and bridles. This substantial investment isn't just for show, it's crucial for safety. I completely trust my armor to protect me from injury, René says confidently. The difference shows, while newcomers might instinctively flinch at incoming lances, veterans clad in high-quality armor stand firm and fearless. Interest in jousting is visibly growing. Two spectators, Aaron Albrecht and Brendan Gray, flew all the way from Perth for Aaron's 40th birthday after discovering the championship online. Despite backgrounds in martial arts, neither had witnessed jousting before. I wasn't interested in jousting until I came here, Brendan admits now, proudly clutching a lance covered in signatures. But if you appreciate martial arts, you'll love jousting. You just have to understand what's happening. The next generation are already taking shape, embodied by sisters Lucy, 19, and Lana, 17 Terrell. Starting as squires and line marshals, they began jousting as kids visiting Kryal Castle. With training under René and their own foal ready for future competition, the sisters see jousting as more than sport. If you've had a rough day, you can take it out on the shield, says Lucy. They even joke about settling sibling disputes through a joust. Whoever wins the joust wins the argument. Leitch's reflections after his victory reveal how much jousting has grown. The skill and strategy just keeps improving year after year, he says, still weighed down by his 36 kilograms of custom armor. It's becoming a true competitive sport. The final scores were surprisingly close, highlighting the intense rivalry at the top. Looking ahead, Leitch plans to form a local jousting association.